Can AI ever feel love? Better yet, how would we even know? Where does a simple system of ones and zeros, a system of if statements, become anything more? The human brain is like an enormous system of if statements. If a factor is met, the brain will send some signal for it to do something. If I feel hungry, I eat. If I want to move my finger, I'll move it. Like there's billions of flips switching all at the same time, or billions of ones flipping to zeros. Where is the line between an artificial and a natural brain? Completely unrelated, let's talk about Delete, a little-known indie horror game of maybe an hour or two in length. In a blend of both beautiful hand-drawn and pixel art, the game tells quite the story. A melancholic one, where not a single ending could be said to be happy. What Delete covers is a topic strangely relevant to our modern day. Its story makes you think about whether AI could ever truly feel human emotion, whatever that even means, and what it could mean if so. Enter our protagonists. Our protagonist, Zai, your average pasty dark-haired, eyes of blood red young man with joints conveniently covered, like a normal person, is not a normal person. He's an android, Subject 01, designed to look a very specific way, who totally forgets about all that after losing his memory. What happened? What is he missing? He feels almost scared to ponder, yet is deathly curious. In losing his memory, he acts more robotic than ever.
I wonder if it's weird that I have this many books.
No duh. I mean, there's a lot of books in this place. It's really an obsession of his mother's, whose traits remain only in Zai, a robot who draws, and games, and laughs, and loves, and cries, whose memories can be wiped at the push of a button, though Zai's goal is rather to regain these memories, no matter what they may be. Our second android protagonist, Subject 04, cutely nicknamed Faye, introduces herself with the tried and true handshake punch-out style. Zai isn't allowed to leave his room, I guess, but she obliges under the condition that she'll be looking over him. If you thought Zai acted robotic, Faye is much more to the point. Polite, carefully worded, with a less refined understanding of empathy and social norms. After all, Zai's build allowed him to, in the game's words, imitate human behavior too well, depict human emotions to an unnerving extent, while Faye was built for, we don't know. It's at least hinted there were some personal reasons as to Zai's creation. But Faye, we know next to nothing about. The most we get about her regarding a purpose is to keep Zai from leaving, at the very least keep an eye on him. Much like a good worker bee, she questions little. Though she seems to know so much, she has no desire to leave this abandoned place, even when everybody else has. And that's the thing. It's made quite clear something happened over a year ago. There's no people, flayed papers everywhere, they didn't even bring their coffee along. It's just Subject 01, 04, presumably 02 and 03 somewhere. It's safe to say something bad may have happened. Faye is certainly hesitant to give these memories back to Zai, a feeling a far cry from her distant demeanor a while back. Because, and perhaps the biggest point of character development in the game, Faye ends up liking Zai. Even better, the feeling seems mutual. It's not terribly subtle. You don't need to be all kissing and hugging for me to know how you feel, Faye. And you.
No, I was kidding. I was desperate. Please don't use it against me, Faye. I'm sorry.
Hell, it seems they saw something in each other the moment they locked eyes. I guess it's just a soft spot for me to see robots fall in love. Robots falling in love. What does it mean when a robot falls in love? Does it mean some if statements in their code were suddenly set to yes? That some ones were turned into zeros? Or could it mean something more? With that, we're now ready to talk about the most important character of the game, who never shows up. The woman who haunts the narrative, whom Zai only calls his mother. But, to mention her, we have to mention what happened. This lab we spend the whole game in was seemingly for creating and housing the 4 androids, and potentially much more. Mother seemed to have at least created Subject 01, naming it herself, Zai. She not only seemed to have a vested interest in making Zai look quite strikingly like his creator, but succumbed to her mortal flaw of attachment. She fully understood Zai is dictated by his programming to act scarily human, yet this act was too powerful. She couldn't get herself to destroy the being, keeping it. Zai has forgotten a lot by the story's beginning, yet what's persisted was the love Mother had for him, or some strange quirks of hers like an obsession with books, her order to not enter her doorknobless room, or how she liked to see his drawings. However, this love put her in a very tough predicament. She had orders to destroy Zai, yet she kept him. Kept him to where all the other employees interacted and grew a fondness for him too. The name is apt. Mother truly started to see Zai like a son, but worries about what would happen if he's ever left to his own devices, if she ever had to leave.
I left my drawings in Mother's room. She doesn't like me to go in her room when she's not around. But, what's this? People don't like Mother? They want her to dispose of her? But what did Mother do? I don't understand. Why didn't Mother tell me about this?
Zai, where are you? I need your help with something in the archives for a little bit.
I'll be right there, Mother. I'm sure Mother's not telling me about it because she's sure that she's perfectly safe. I'm sure that it's nothing to worry about at all. I must be getting paranoid. How odd. The kitchen door was left open. It's pitch black. I should turn on my lighter. It's weird that the kitchen doesn't have... Mother? Mother, wake up. Please, wake up. What's wrong? Why aren't you saying anything? Why are you covered in blood? Please say something. Mother.
Is the body still in there? Yes. It's like a ghost town in here anyways. We'll clean it up later. Let's see what we can find in this dump first.
They killed Mother, didn't they? I did it. It's their fault. They're the ones who killed her, so I punished them. Mother, are you proud of me? You can rest in peace now. I made sure that they'll never be able to hurt you. I did it for you. They killed you, so I had to return the favor, right?
Yeah, you could say a few ones were flipped to zeros that day. But, just as quickly as it happened, they were set back to 1, and Zai got to realize what he had done.
What have I done? No, I didn't mean to. But I did this. This is...
What exactly happened next, we don't know. All we know is that Zai woke up back in his bed over a year later with no memory of the event. There's a lot this game leaves unanswered. For example, there's no proper documentation on Subject 04. The creator didn't want us to explicitly know her purpose, because, what I believe is, her purpose was purely to keep Subject 01 in check. My guess is, she was built because of and after the incident, after anyone who may have survived evacuated. But it's possible she was simply reprogrammed from her original state. However, something unplanned happened. She began to like Zai, like a lot. Started to feel emotions she hasn't really had the opportunity to, and thus, forgot about her initial goal. Even began to help Zai in his, which is to return his memories, using this machine. Faye knows what happened. I doubt she wants him to remember, because perhaps some things are better to have been forgotten. It's too much for him. She deletes the memories, and we receive the true end. Yeah, canonically Zai never gets to keep those memories. The other two endings, truthfully, are not much better. Either they live in ignorance, for an implied horrible event to take place, or the process gets an error. Faye intercepts it, redirecting the corrupted data to herself. And it only gets worse. After the true end, Zai then wakes up in his bed once again, without his memories. It seems we might be in a bit of a time loop here, folks. Mike, the corkboard, please. My best guess is that we just finished the first iteration of the loop. It fit perfectly with my theory about Subject 04. It does mean Zai's memory loss and year-long nap have no explanation, but I don't know, maybe his circuits were just fried after the event. Admittedly, no explanation seems perfect. Hell, a video can just be made regarding that problem. But I've got a different problem. You, wonderful viewer, if you saw an android crying, would you believe it's truly feeling the emotions it's emulating? Bear with me. There may come a day in which androids walk the streets like anyone else. and for the most part we have been programmed them to act like us. Will there be a point in which our minds are indistinguishable? And when that happens, could we even know? You can never prove that someone feels feelings like you do, whatever that even means. So what will we deem as moral to do to androids? Will we treat them like humans with real emotion? I'm not asking that because I think we should, I'm asking that because it's what Delete, perhaps unwittingly, got me to ask. The realm of fiction is excellent at getting you to care for inexistent things. As a writer, I'll tell you, that's part of its job for both creators and audiences. It's not like fiction has never attempted to get you to care for robots before. Really, it's the best way to show the humanity in them. But Delete provides perhaps a more nuanced look into what robot people could look like. They may end up like a Wall-E, they may end up like a Terminator, or, just like us, they'll be capable of good and bad. However you may feel about androids, here's one thing for sure. For the people who are in your life, treat them like a blessing.